Hey guys on YouTube, it's Maddie17 back again. So today I've got for you a dishwasher, which is a bit different. Don't do many dishwashers on my channel, but here you go. This is a pretty classic one. It's a classic Australian one. It's made by Vulcan Dishlex, which is now just known as Dishlex, which is owned by Electrolux. So back in these days though, when this was made, it was made, I believe, by a company called Email. Not related to email like transactions or the messaging, the way of communicating. But yes, so this is a classic Australian dishwasher. It's one of my childhood dishwashers. When I was visiting Australia, when I lived in the UK, when I was a child, my grandfather had this dishwasher in the kitchen. The only thing that's slightly disappointing about this one, I'm so happy that I found this, by the way, but the only disappointing thing is that somebody's decided to retrofit this really weird LED blue light on it, which, you know, obviously isn't original to the machine. The original light is here. It's an orange light there, which still works. It's just somebody's retrofitted this on. So whether or not that's for somebody who's got vision impairment issues that needed a visual, like a brighter visual that the dishwasher was running, I don't know, but it kind of ruins the aesthetic of it a little bit, but you can get the general idea. Very much a 1980s sort of colour, like this sort of almond and brown colour scheme. The lid isn't original. The lid we had to put on from another machine because it was actually a built-in model, so it didn't have a lid. But the way that our kitchen is set up, you have to have it freestanding in the side of the kitchen. So it's not really nice to have it just with no lid on it. It looks a bit out of place. So yeah, but there you go. I did actually start this and then I thought I better make a video of it. So it's kind of, it only just started to fill though, so I wasn't too far into it. So company is Vulcan Dishlex. This is a Mk8, sound cushioned. Still quite loud though, but probably quite quiet for those days. It's got some energy saving options here. Pots and pans, which isn't an energy saving option. Pots and pans actually adds on a heated pre-wash, I believe, to any cycle that you select. The low heat option, I think, moves it down from like a 65 down to a 55 wash cycle and rinse cycle. The cool dry turns off the heating element for the dry, so it just uses the residual heat from the final rinse. The fast wash option alters the program that is normally the dry cycle. So the dry cycle is normally here, where it says fast wash. That's where it goes into its dry cycle after the final rinse. But if you press fast wash, it will turn that into its own wash cycle. So pretty quirky. Your cycle dial, it's a pull-on, push-off cycle dial. You have a rinse and hold option, which holds at that line in between rinse and hold and superwash. Superwash does a heated pre-wash, and then it goes into a cold pre-wash for the heavy wash, and then just clicks into the normal wash. Shush, Frankie, please. Normal wash doesn't do a pre-wash, it just goes straight into a wash cycle and dispenses the soap. Frankie, shush. Sorry. Short wash is just a shorter version of the main wash. Shush. It's got indicator here for your first rinse. There's also a second rinse in between these two cycles, so they just haven't marked it. And then you go into the final rinse, which is a heated rinse, and then into the drying cycle, which is the fast wash section of the dial, and then it clicks up to ready. So pretty cool. The interior of the dishwasher is quite classic. You have this old school cylindrical type detergent dispenser where it pops open. I've already put powder in there. So it pops open and you put your stuff in there. It's not really conducive for modern tablets because they do get stuck. So we've gone back to traditional finish powder. So that just slides over like that. Your rinse aid dispenser. So in here you can see that that's dark in there. That's your visual for how much rinse aid is actually left. If that starts to clear up and you can see through, then you know that you're running out of rinse aid. So all you do is unscrew this. It's got a little weird nub on it. Put your rinse aid in there, and there you go. It dispenses through that slotted port there. Now your racks are quite nice. They're nice and sturdy. It's very classic. This is not the fullest load I could have done this machine. It's just we've got Adam coming from the UK tonight, so we need to run through some things and get it out the way. Good old heavy duty metal spray arm there with a heating element for the water, for the dry. That's your dry heating element. Your water inlet is there, that's where the water comes in from. That's a steam vent. If you lift up this, oops, it's there. Then you've got your heating element for the water under there and your drain and recirculation ports. Oops. Oops. There you go. And then you've got a little lift out rinse filter, drain filter here for all your debris. That little blue adjustment there, you can move it sort of back and forth, and that will determine how strong the spray arm sprays. So pretty cool. So we always have it on max. I think it says there max. Yes, max. And then you've got a middle metal spray arm, and then you've got your top rack. Traditional feed, it feeds the water through this flume here, which powers the middle spray arm. So yeah, pretty cool. I'll get it going. There's also a port there that says detergent for you to put pre-wash detergent, which I haven't used. The traditional way you would set this up, you would push it in, move to your cycle. We're just going to use a heavy wash. Okay. And then you pull out. Now you can listen to the water swishing around. It sounds really powerful. See the original light there? Big swoosh. Just sounds so powerful, but it's not too loud. Well, I say that. It quietens down as the water heats up, but this is just on a pre-wash. Still pre-washing. We're about to click into the drains portion. The drain sounds amazing. It's got a really deep, powerful sound to it. There we go. Drain. Draining. out in our kitchen sink. Got to make sure there's nothing in the kitchen sink. About to click into normal wash. There we go. I'm going to try and remove this blue light. I just hope it's not too complicated because I don't want to break the whole machine just for the sake of getting rid of that light, but it does kind of ruin it. My OCD doesn't really like it, but we'll live. Swoosh! Alright, we're well and truly into the normal wash now. We haven't finished heating, because when it finishes heating the dial starts to click round a lot quicker. So this is actually stuck on the heating phase at the minute. So the noise has dulled down quite a bit. You can just hear the spray now, you can't hear too much of the motor. Oh, you can hear more of the motor than the spray. Dishwasher. It absolutely blasts everything. Let's have a look. Oh yeah. See, the blast is, excuse me, so powerful it's actually flips that bowl over. It'll flip it over again when I shut it, but hey. Woo! Steamed up. Come on. There we go. Lovely job. Right, we're in the last part of the drying phase now. We're about to click onto drain and then finish. And then we'll have a look and see what the results are like. I think I already know. Excuse the clanking in the background. I've obviously left the ball in the sheets and the ball is in the dryer. There we go. Just as a final drain. Quite a long drain phase. It's one tick of the timer. There we go. 3, 2, 1. Ah, that was quick. Light goes off. and we're done. Let's see how we go. You ready for a steam treatment? Because you're gonna get it. Ooh. It's so hot. Wow. Oh, I'm sure that's not good in some way, shape or form, but it does the job beautifully. All right, awesome. Thanks very much, guys. I'll see you next time.